It's a lot of energy.
The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own. It may not be the opinions of the network, their group, their organizations they may be involved with.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow. And if you want cup power fill, they call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. I just realized I didn't even click my proper channels to have it sent to my show. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Happy Wednesday, friends. I was on a roll. I had a plan. It was all on a go, and then I got derailed. So we're back. I'm not sure where we're broadcasting to, but we're here. We're on the Knock Network. I'm coughing because I just finished my smoke. And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad you could join this morning. Happy Wednesday. We're in the hump of things. I was like, I'll go over to my little creative corner. And yeah, there's some sunlight here, so it's not as perfect as I wanted, but we're going to wing it. So happy Wednesday, friends. Let's dive right in. I have been, I've done a lot this week. I've been creative. I've been thinking. It's been a fun week. Finishing some cups. The last cup that I finished. This one here. The whole fill your cup thing. So yeah, it's fun. Been playing and creating, looking at doing an open mic show on Tuesday. Going from there. It's going to be exciting. So just networking with the Toronto art community. It's fun. Toronto's a lot different. There's so many people and there's so much going on. It was really funny because I remember coming to Toronto and I was like, I can network with all these people that I can meet with. Yeah, the city's so big, man. People are so busy and it's such a city. It's so busy. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So those coughs, I'm so sick of it. I'm doing a lung cleanse. Clear these lungs out. I want to restart. I want a fresh start, friends. I want to start all over and do it all over again. So we'll see what we can do. We will see. We will see. So, just trying to figure something out here. Why does my computer not like me so much? Anyhow, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's going to be one of those Wednesdays, I guess, Like just, blah! I don't know. I had a whole plan, a whole proceed, a whole thing going, and it just literally went right out the door this morning. How's everybody doing? Glad everyone could join. I'm looking for a co-host, looking for someone to join me on my journeys. I'm sick of doing it all alone. Looking for a co-host, a co-friend, a co-joint, a co-something. Yeah. Let's just do it. So it's fucking hump day. We made it like halfway through a week. Like, yay, let's celebrate. Like, it's going to be absolutely awesome. So, yeah, let's just, it's funny when your brain is like, you get so specific on something and then something else comes into it and we allow that to interrupt everything and just, you know, it's kind of funny how that been working on retraining my brain, getting out of those thoughts, those conditions, realizing how amazing our brains are. We're basically networked, wired with a little networking system. Not basically, little, any of those words are no, but yeah. And so reprogramming it to what we need, to what serves us and what lifts up those vibrations and gets us up to that higher vibe, right? Yeah, I just it's so many habits and addictions. And you know, we all want to say, oh, I'm not an addictive person, I don't have addictions. And it's just the deeper we go, the deeper the addiction. It's it's fun. So yes, just making lists and learning how to stay present. That has been the biggest key for me. Just learning to be present, not, you know, being worried about the future and not being depressed about the past. Just living in the future, living in that moment. And it's it can be a challenge sometimes. Get that banner off. Yeah, but yeah, it can be a challenge, and realizing how distracted we can be, how easily things can throw us off our tracks, and how easily we can just be like distracted and not knowing what goes on. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun making those lists, having that plan, and then following through and identifying. But again, also just kind of enjoying, right? Like, I don't want to have to analyze everything all the time. Hence the new programming, the reprogramming for that. Yeah, really just getting into the moment, trance-like, giving up, surrendering to the unknown, which is really scary because you're like, but what if? Well, what if? But, and yeah, it, having an action plan helps, but having surrendering and, yeah, just kind of, like my lovely friend says, submitting to the energies. Just kind of let it take control. Let it ride. Let it be the captain for a little bit and just be like, boo, boo. It can be your thing. So, and we'll go from there. So yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I just want to raise the vibes up today. I just want to be positive and be bubbly and be fun and woo, let's go from there. So what do you create? What can we create that makes our lives more beautiful on a regular daily basis? I create a lot of things, but we all create different things. It's so funny because I talk to people and they're like, oh, you're so creative. You have so many artistic skills. And I think it's just because I've tapped into that. I've allowed that. Honestly, there's been times I've made projects and I have no clue what I'm even doing. I just sit down and I'm in a flow and I just go with that creative flow and it just takes me where I need to go. And we come out with some pretty cool things in the end. And just surrendering, having fun, and enjoying what you do. which is really, really difficult because there's a lot of things in life that we don't enjoy doing. But I think it's all part and parcel, right? It's all part of that. So, yeah. I got a color for those color canvases. You can just, fill it in and color as you go. And I know you'll all be surprised that it's a peacock. But I'm never used to this backwards camera crap on here. I'll never get used to it. I know, don't say never. Don't never say never. Never say never, friends. Because years ago, I would have said I would never make art, or I would never label myself as an artist, or I would never, because I would joke and say I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. And it was pretty true. I couldn't draw a straight line with a ruler. But now I just learned how to use a ruler. It's all about the tools, right? It's all about the tools that we have in our lives and, what we can use those for. I've been working on a creative project. I've been trying to write some short stories, some poems, and eventually write a book. And I'm not going to lie, it's so difficult because there's things that happened in my life that I want to share that I think could help others and benefit others and help people, just have that sense of belonging and sense of normalcy. But it's funny because I also don't want to identify with it. I don't want to put those labels on. I don't want to identify with that. I don't want to be like, that's what it was. And that's what, because the facts are, it's all about perception too, right? Like the stuff that happened to me in my life is my perception, my perspective of what happened. And they always say there's 3 sides to the story. And I think there are so many more sides to the story. Everyone says there's 3 sides to the stories. There's, person A, person B, and the truth. And I think the truth again comes back to perspective and perspection and, what we feel and what we assume at the time. We can't assume that, someone is thinking or feeling another thing or acting in a certain way. We can identify. But yeah, we can't. It's all about perspective. So it's open speaking, being vulnerable, saying, I'm not the best at this. This sucks. I need help here. I don't know what I'm doing. Having all of that. But in that whole awesome aspect, we also have to remember who we ask for help too, right? It's going to come back. I'm going to come back to that 1/3 rule. I'm preachy here on that 1/3. 1/3 of the world is going to love you and be A-okay with you, regardless of your actions, regardless of city life. They're going to be okay with you. It's not going to matter what you do. It's not going to matter what you say. It's not going to matter because they're your people. They get you. They understand you. They have similar situations, whatever it is, but they get you. And they understand. And it doesn't matter. So they're A-okay. They're A-okay with you, your actions, and your vibes and your being. 1/3 of the world isn't going to like you. They're just not going to be your people. And often we view those as number 1 people. Those people, and that's not the case. They don't like us. They don't like us because they don't like us, and that's okay. We don't vibe with them. They don't vibe with us, and that's fine. And we can be that way without diversity and without difference and without difference of opinions. I think it'd be a pretty boring planet. So, the fact that people don't like us, it's okay. We don't have to. But then there's 1/3 of the world that can be convinced. And if I have to convince you to like me, you can convince yourself not to like me, or someone else can convince you not to like me. And we focus on those people. We focus on that 1/3. We focus on impressing people. We focus. And those aren't the people to be asking for help. Those aren't the people to be reaching out and networking with. Those people are dangerous. And whether it be from, their own personal unresolved trauma, their own shit going on, whatever it is, there's no point in convincing them. Because again, someone else is going to convince them, or they themselves, because of one small thing that can happen, they can convince themselves that you weren't everything you proved to show them. And when we get caught up in trying to prove to people that we're enough, we're good enough, we get in this role of this people-pleasing role, whether we're people pleasers or not. We get caught in this people-pleasing role that, yeah, it's not healthy. We get caught. Who cares? Who cares what the neighbors have? Who cares? I want to go back. I want to say, like, it's, there was that one time I went for a walk. I was, it had some stuff. I'd rebuilt my life once again, starting over. I went for a walk, and I had all the voices in my head and all the conditions and all the you're not good enough and what ifs and what if people think this and what if people think that. And I put it all away, and I packed it all down, and I went out and I went for a walk, and I was on my way to go and get my groceries, and I looked down and my toes weren't painted on both feet. Yeah. And we get so caught up in our heads at that moment. Like, I could have allowed it all to crumble again. I know it sounds really simple, but it was a very detrimental spot in my life, a building learning point in my life. And I could have allowed that. I could have just been like, nope, and turned around. And I literally laughed, because do I really care about someone that judges me like that? Ew. No, I don't have time for those judgments. I don't have time for that. I can't be caught up in that cycle and in that loop and constantly thinking that, because it doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. So, finding your people, finding those people that you vibe with, finding those people that you, and pulling back and looking at those people that you aspire to be like, or those people that you aspire to have like you, or those people that aspire, excuse me, is it aspiring? Is it like, are you inspired by them? Do you, or is it again, that 1/3, that thinking that you're not enough? We can all have negative responses, negative choices, negative things. But at the end of the day, if we're going forth with the best intentions, then that's the best we can do. And we need to learn how to have fun along the ride, like, and enjoy the creative side of it. Enjoy and just enjoy. Go from there. Like, I don't want to. Yeah. So I had a little accident. It was an accident. And I'm trying to figure out like a cool Mad Hatter-ish theme, something to be exciting. Maybe I can make something in the center of it. We'll, can create. I was thinking about doing a open creation day. Like, I would like to do some in-person in Toronto events, but I was thinking about, like online, as I'm, been organizing and liquidating, because I'm really trying to change. I had gotten into kind of the trinkety little side of it, and I'm kind of getting away from the little trinkety side. It's too difficult. It's too difficult to maintain. I mean, you have to take photographs of everything. You have to have ads of everything. But then there are small items, and it's small items with silly shipping costs, and it's just, pardon me, it didn't, I'm revamping, but I want to share my healing creative journey. Yeah, I wasn't shamed, but I allowed shame inside for years because I couldn't, meditate the same as others, and I couldn't, do things as well as others when it came to the meditation and the, really getting out of your head and getting into that zone. I'm like, but then you guys tell me I need to be doing different things and stop doing art as often. And the facts are the amount of times that I've gone into a trance-like meditative state while creating my art, I honestly can't even count it. Like, I can't. And people would ask me, like, how did you make that? And I'm like, well, I think I did this, and I kind of have to actually go back and remember the process of making it myself, because you just get in that zone. You just allow the things to happen. I'm a trial and error kind of art girl. It's fuck around and find out. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Okay, well, if we add this, and what if we put this with this, and what if we this, and what if we this? And so because of that, because of the healing journey, and I say because of the healing journey, it's not because of the healing journey. It's not, have I had shit happen in life? Of course, we've all had shit happen in life. But my purpose is to share beauty and to help create beauty in the world. And yeah, on that journey, it just, I got zoned. That thought was like, no, we don't need to talk about that today. So move on and talk about something else. And go from there. Okay. All right. Welcome to the world of Mel and my brain. Yeah. But thinking about this whole creation station thing, not creation station thing, but just kind of an online interactive, maybe giving people the opportunity to have a say in my artwork. Have items out, say, okay, well, what do you think? What can we do? Do you think this? Can we add this? Could we do this? Could we, and just, kind of see where we can go from there, and just have fun with it all and create. Just create fucking magic. I want to create magic, but I am getting tired. I shouldn't say that. No buts. No, I'm revamping. That's what it is. I was getting tired and I had to revamp. So, yeah, I'm looking at, I'm kind of thinking about hosting an event in here in the city. So if you're down for, event hosting or organizing in the Toronto area, and you want to maybe network and help share some good ass vibes, then hit me up in the DMs, because I think we can make some shit happen. But I know that I definitely need to liquidate what I have. I have some shops and some clients currently. I'm going through some product in stock right now. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuffs and things and stuffs and supplies. So it's been the whole revamping of everything, working on revamping my website, and just learning that this one woman show needs a little bit of assistance. And I know it's needed assistance. It's not a new thing. It's not I'm stubborn, and I was here to learn. So I had some learning to do, and it's kind of amazing because it's really incorporated it into my artwork. It's really been able to evolve the artwork, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So excuse me. All right, friends. Look at that. I made it through like almost halfway of a rambly half hour when I was like, "Wah!" But I have no idea what happened there this morning. It just kind of happened. So it is what it is. Okay. So yeah. Happy, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to pop into a commercial break here, and I will see you on the other side.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Green Irene's transformative health and wellness coaching. It's hypnotherapy, NLP, and cannabis strategies that will help you change your unwanted behaviors and habits, control chronic pain and illness, beat the blues, and so much more. Train your body and brain. Create an empowered you. Book a discovery call today and get started right away at www.greenirene.ca.
Join us at NOK Network for Psychedelic Tuesdays. Tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Psychedelic Reporter. Bufo Alvarius is scouring the newswires for stories being reported in mainstream media of the psychedelic front, and passing them off to Ron McNabb along with his rotating joint hosts so they can bring them to you, our listeners, in this 60-minute video news podcast.
Tuesday evening news.
Join us on Psychedelic Tuesdays each week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all your news and information from the world of psychedelic medicine.
Knock Network presents Peace News and Views. Patients everywhere advocating cannabis evolution. Our 90-minute video podcast speaking to people in the cannabis space with Kim Cooper. We interview patients, entrepreneurs, and professionals in both the grassroots and corporate sectors. We also review current events from around the globe and examine the evolution of cannabis acceptance and advancements being achieved globally with reintegration of this medicinal plant back into society. So join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Peace, News, and Views, where all consumption is medicinal consumption on knocknetwork.com. Follow and subscribe on social media and streaming sites including Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook.
I got $100 bill, man. You can keep your pills there. It's all going on.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident? Searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at No Sir. Don't say no sir to cannabis propaganda with No Sir. Find us at www.nocer.ca.
Oh, hello, 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 like the sun. It's so lovely. So lovely. Still chilly, but so lovely. Yeah, it's nice when the sun comes in. Like I said this morning, I was like, oh, I'll sit in my little creation station. I can have my little sticker board here. I can bring some stuff in, and totally forgot about the sun. And the best part is like there's only a tiny bit of sun coming through, and it's literally hitting the camera. That's a little better though. So welcome. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We're doing this. Yeah. Orange, you glad I came back? I'm so cheesy. This is what are my orange rings I made? Yeah, I've got some orange necklaces up on site. Oh, I was playing with some resin and kind of make this little drippy, oozy little dab rig. And then the best part is that it's color changing resin. So, backwards damn camera. It actually, this was all black. So as it warms up, it changes colors. So it's been fun. I've been playing. I like to play with art things. I like to distract myself with art things too, apparently. It's funny how that works, right? But when you're devoted, you're devoted. So last night I was working on this little piece there. I managed to so your cup put forth the stands, which you can barely see, but it stands. Just fun. As the ideas come together, I realize I need to do an art show, presentation, something, and really, convey the message and really help get that message out. Art's going to save the world. I just want to help make things more beautiful. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own things and our own shit and our own stuff and our own everything and those expectations of the world. And sometimes it makes things not as pretty as we want them to be. And so this is your weekly reminder to check your shit. What makes you happy? What are you doing? What is your plan? What is your point? What is your why? Why? And I know we can't ask why all the time, but why? We can ask it about ourselves. Why are we doing what we're doing? Why? What motivates us? What drives us? What makes us happy? What are we following through with? What are we not following through with? And just being present with that. And just being present. And embracing who we are, our flaws, our faults, our shits. Of course, don't just sit with it and, always continue to try and make ourselves better. But just do no harm. Do no harm to others. Allow no harm to ourselves. That's the key. And just learning from your mistakes, which is taking accountability. Because again, we're human. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. We fuck up. And, taking accountability for that is, it's life-changing. It really, 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 really is. It would just you can find so much clarity in it, and just taking accountability with acceptance and forgiveness, I guess. Loving yourself and understanding that we all make mistakes, and that thought that keeps you up in the middle of the night, that thought that aches at you, that keeps you from sleeping at night, it just, why? Rewire those neurons, rewire that. Yeah, get rid of that. Because it serves no one. No one. Working on this little Mickey Mouse piece here. It's kind of neat. I showed my grandson on the phone yesterday, and he was like, they're 17 months old, and I was pretty excited about that. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not putting that one up on my website. I guess my grandson's getting his first piece of 3D UV reactive art. Start him young, eh? Start him young, 17. Let's see what he knows. I wish we could see what children know. I wish. It'd be so amazing. Just to be in that innocence and that little mindset, and wouldn't it be amazing? Yeah, it'd be so much fun. So much fun. Maybe we can just reprogram ourselves to be 3 and enjoy shit for a while. I think we can. I try to appreciate the magic in along the ride. It's I'm like, man, that sucked, but did you see the view? Just taking time to be present and enjoy nature. And now I'm just repeating myself and rambling and crap. I wasn't not what I had planned for this morning. I was all powered up and fuck, see? Stuff happens, man. Shit changes in the blink of an eye. It's just like, poof. It all just changes. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for spending your time with me, listening to my rambles. Yeah. It's fun. It's definitely fun. You think it's entertaining out there, you should be in here. Sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes it's scary. I was saying to a friend the other day, it's funny because I've been, put down for just wanting to create art and just wanting to, play around and live in a fantasy world. And I do. I kind of do. And I kind of like it there. I kind of want to live in the section between holy shit, this is real. Holy shit, this is the way it is. And then oh my God, this is the way it is. This is just we're just along for the ride. It is chilly this morning. It's cold, but it's winter. So happy February. It's February 1st, -9 here in the big 6 in the city. It's a little wind chill. I've been kind of regretting this tank top choice this morning. I was like, wait a minute, I have my like little shawly thingy here and that's much nicer. Look at that. Yes, it is a very wintry February-ish morning. Oh, but you know what? Spring's right around the corner. Which means all new and pretty and yeah. When I was in California, it was beautiful. My God, it was beautiful. And the flowers all the time and gorgeous. So gorgeous. So beautiful. But the change. I don't know if that's the old programming in me. I don't know if that's my German Oma, my German grandma, just in my head. Yeah, Schatzi, and you need the winter and you kill the germs and it's clean but I like it. I like the change. And I feel like when I got to California, even when I was in BC on the island, when I was on Vancouver Island, experiencing the things and stuff that it's so easily taken for granted when you're there continuously. Not so much in BC, not so much in Victoria, but in California. Like the flowers and the hibiscus plants, and it was just everything was so big and so beautiful and so gorgeous. And anytime I'd stop, or take a picture or admire, it was often that people would be like, oh, you're not from here. Oh, you're new. Oh, you're this. Or, talking with people that, were in the area, had lived in the area, and they didn't notice certain things. And it's so easy to take things for granted. And I honestly think that's why I love the change of the seasons here in Ontario, because it gives us that change. Yeah. And again, too much of something is, it's so easy to be taken for granted then. Whoops. A little banger out there. But yeah, so it's so nice to embrace that. And one thing I've been doing on my new programming, my change my brain, rewire my brain. I've been waking up in the morning and taking a step out on Janine's balcony here. I'm just taking a nice, deep, fresh breath of cold air and being appreciative of that. It's, yeah. It's neat. It's neat when we can take that mindset shift and switch to those things and be appreciative of those things. I like the change of the seasons. I like the new growth. I like watching it all. I can find beauty and love in every season. So it's here's to the seasons. And here's the spring right around the corner. And all of the new growth and new beauty. And we get to hear those sounds and those animals and the birds. And it's, yeah. People start coming out of their hibernation, and yeah. And honestly, I think one of the coolest parts about spring and people coming out of their hibernation is the transformation. I'm fascinated with growth. I am fascinated with mental growth, I guess. And leveling up. Leveling up to me isn't getting a better job or being accepted. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why. And I obviously need to do some work there and change that thought process. But I'm really stuck between thinking people that, level up in success wise and climb that, corporate ladder or that succession ladder, that, as soon as that money comes in and as soon as that whatever, people just, it becomes so easy to change who they are. And I hear so many stories, and watching, again, because I'm fascinated with the human mind and fascinated with feelings and development and people and I guess psychology. But it fascinates me how so many people can be so different in so many thought processes. And so it's just fascinating. It's just, the Mellow rambles, where we go. Here we come, where we go. I don't know what I'm doing this morning. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Let's have a little hootski on our morning. We'll do a Wake and Bake Wednesday. Yeah, the sellout factor of it. I find you hear so many stories of so many things of people like, oh, well, I knew what was going on, but they lose their power and their position if they spoke up or if they made changes or if they did things. And yeah, I think we need to be conscious of the sections of our souls that we sell and why we sell them and the price that we settle for. That should be more discussed. That should be discussed on a regular, louder and louder. It's kind of amazing with all the documentaries that are coming out, with the past and with the way people were and the way that we thought things were and the way that it really was. And again, it's that just that narrative that we all want to fit in. And it doesn't, we don't all fit in the box. All different shapes and all different sizes. And we don't. Yeah. Anyhow. Rambly. Good morning. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Have a great day, friends. I'm going to peace out a little bit early here because this has just been a rambliness. And I'm going to, it's not hard to tell. I'm in a serious reorganization stage of my life and it shows. Does it show? So welcome to the inner workings of this mind, sort of. Yeah, but it's great. It's great when you just tap in. You let go of those expectations. And it's funny because every time I say it, I'm like, oh, practice what you preach, lady. I'm not preaching, I'm sharing, but practice what you share. Because, we're all human. We all get caught up in that cycle, but it's so easy to just, get caught up in that cycle. And so I am going on an organizing quest. I'm organizing some stuff in the apartment, in my art world, in my website, and up here. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to challenge myself and say, you can all expect something magical next week. because I'm going to challenge myself to do that. And yeah, I'm going to go and organize some shit. It's not shit. It's all magic. I'm going to go organize my magic. That's what I'm going to do, friends. I'm going to go and organize my magic. Yeah. And I got some new pieces coming out. It's just constant. I'm not sure. I shared a reel the other day, and it was the meditation. And when you don't listen to directions of some creative processes, it was, kind of jokey, funny, haha, but definitely listening. And I want to normalize feelings again, one art piece at a time. So I'm coming at you hard, and yeah, I'm gonna make some changes. If you want to create with me, message me. Lights me up, lights my soul up. Let's create some magic together, and let's be magic together. So much love, friends. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening to my rambles. Thanks for being part of my journey. So much love. So much love. Just remember, you are awesome. Even on your shitty days, you're awesome. Keep trying, because we're amazing. And we're in these little magic programmable meat suits. And yeah, let's go program some magic, friends, because why not? One love, much love, so much love, friends. Thank you very much.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. And if you want cup power fill, they call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow.